Every gilded cage is built with walls of comfort. The only question is what you're paying for them.
All right, let's dive into a story that completely blew the doors off of science fiction. It asked this one question that, honestly, still messes with our heads today. Is any of this real? We're breaking down The Matrix, a deep dive into a world of illusion, a choice that changes everything, and one man's crazy search for the truth. And it all kicks off with this one simple, haunting question. It's the question that's kind of the heartbeat of the whole story, the one that gets whispered in those dark corners of the internet. And the thing is, once you really, truly ask it, well, there's just no going back. Your whole world, it could come completely undone.
So let's start where our hero does. He's in a world that, it looks and feels totally real, but something is just off. You know that feeling? It's like this constant low hum in the background that just feels wrong. That unshakable sense that you're stuck in a dream you can never ever wake up from.
Okay, so let's meet our guy, Thomas Anderson. By day, he's just another cog in the corporate machine, right? A programmer living this super boring, ordinary life. But then, when the sun goes down, he becomes Neo, a legendary hacker digging deep into the digital underground. He thinks he's got these two separate lives perfectly balanced, but what he doesn't know is that one of them is about to completely obliterate the other.
Later on, Morpheus puts a name to this feeling. He calls it a splinter in your mind. And it's not just, being curious. It's this deep, agonizing, almost maddening feeling that the world itself is fundamentally broken. And that's the feeling that's pushing Neo right to the edge of a discovery that's going to change everything.
And then, of course, the call to adventure shows up. And how else would it? It's a cryptic message that just pops up on his computer screen. This one little command. It's the first domino. It gets him out of his apartment, into a club, he meets Trinity, and boom. He takes his first real step toward answering that question that's been eating him alive. Okay, this brings us to one of the most famous, most iconic choices in all of movie history. Neo finally comes face to face with Morpheus, the legend he's been hunting for, and he's given a choice that won't just change his life, it could change the entire future of humanity. So this is way more than just a choice, right? It's a total philosophical crossroads. You've got the blue pill. Take it, and you get to go back to your comfortable, familiar life. Ignorance is bliss, as they say. But the red pill, that one offers the truth. No promises, no safety net, just the cold, hard truth. It's the ultimate decision, a pleasant lie or a reality that could be absolutely terrifying.
And Morpheus is super clear about this. He's not promising a happy ending, he's not promising safety, all he's offering is the truth, nothing more. But for a guy like Neo, someone who's been haunted by that splinter in his mind, the truth is literally everything. So he takes the red pill. And in that instant, his world just begins to completely fall apart.
So after taking that red pill, Neo wakes up, and what he wakes up to is an absolute nightmare. This is where we get the big reveal of what the Matrix really is, and we see the start of Neo's journey to becoming a freedom fighter.
So here it is, the horrifying truth. The world Neo knew? It wasn't real, not at all. It's a computer program, a giant shared dream world built by machines. And why? What's the point? Well, its purpose is to keep all of humanity plugged in and docile, while their bodies are being used as a battery. Yeah, humans aren't born anymore, they're grown.
So how did things get this bad, you might be wondering? While back in the early 21st century, we did what we do best. We created AI. And, surprise, a war broke out. Humans made this last-ditch, desperate move. We scorched the sky, blocking out the sun to try and cut the machines off from their power source. It was a huge mistake. It totally backfired. The machines just found another source of energy. Us.
Now, once Neo is aboard Morpheus's ship, his training is, it's pretty wild. They're literally uploading skills directly into his brain. He learns jujitsu, kung fu, you name it, all in a matter of seconds. But this isn't just about learning how to fight. It's about him learning that the rules of this new world, the rules of the Matrix, they are meant to be broken.
There's this amazing moment during a training simulation. Neo asks Morpheus, "Can I dodge bullets?" And Morpheus's answer is just perfect. He's trying to get Neo to understand that he's not just teaching him to be faster or stronger. He's teaching him that the limits inside the Matrix aren't physical, they're mental. It's all in your head. And when Neo finally gets that, he won't have to dodge bullets. Reality itself will bend for him.
All right, to really understand what's going on, Neo has to go meet someone pretty important in the Resistance, the Oracle. But here's the thing about her. Her knowledge is kind of a double-edged sword. The truth she gives you, it always comes with a price.
The Oracle, she doesn't waste any time. She gets right to it. See, Morpheus is convinced Neo is the one, this messiah figure from a prophecy who's supposed to be able to change the Matrix. But the Oracle, she's a little more cryptic. She tells him he's got the gift, but that it seems like he's waiting for something. Maybe his next life. Ouch. Basically, she tells him what he already fears deep down. He is not the one.
And then she drops the bombshell. She tells him that Morpheus's faith in him is so strong, so absolute, that he's going to sacrifice his own life to save Neo's, and that the choice will be up to Neo, his life or Morpheus's. I mean, what a devastating thing to hear. It feels like their fate is completely sealed.
And you know what? That prophecy starts coming true almost immediately. There's this moment of déjà vu. A black cat walks by twice, which they know is a glitch in the Matrix. It means something's been changed. And it has. It's a trap, set by a traitor on their crew, Cypher. And just like she said, Morpheus sacrifices himself to save Neo. He's captured by the agents. The Oracle was right.
So now Neo is faced with this terrible reality. The prophecy came true. He could just accept it, right? Let Morpheus die, save himself. But he doesn't. Instead, he makes a choice that changes absolutely everything. And this is where he really begins to transform.
Neo basically says, nope, not happening. He rejects fate. He realizes the Oracle told him exactly what he needed to hear so that he could make his own choice. And what he chooses to believe in now is something way more powerful than any prophecy. He believes in himself. His plan? It's simple, it's direct, and it sounds completely insane. He and Trinity are going back in.
And what comes next is just this insane, explosive rescue mission that pushes Neo to his absolute limits. For the first time, we see him start to move with that same impossible speed as the agents. He's bending the rules of the simulation. And Trinity is right there with him, taking down an agent point blank. They're not just fighting back anymore. They're completely rewriting the rules of the game.
They pull off this incredible rescue, but then Neo does something nobody expects. He stands his ground for a one-on-one fight with Agent Smith. And as Morpheus is watching this all go down, you can see it on his face. He knows something has fundamentally changed. Neo isn't just running or surviving anymore. He's fighting back. He's finally beginning to believe.
But the fight isn't over yet. In fact, Agent Smith kills him. Neo is dead. His heart stops. In that moment, it looks like it's all over. But Trinity, she has her own prophecy from the Oracle, one that said she'd fall in love with the One, and she refuses to let him go. Her love, her belief, it literally brings him back to life. And when Neo opens his eyes this time, he sees everything differently. He doesn't see a subway station. He sees the Matrix for what it is, pure code. He stops bullets in midair and then just erases Agent Smith from the inside out. He is the One.
So now, having finally realized his full power, Neo isn't just a guy anymore. He's become a symbol of hope. He's the promise of a revolution against the machines. And he wraps up the story with one last totally defiant message.
His final phone call, it's basically a declaration of war. He's talking directly to the machines, and he tells them he's going to show the people they've imprisoned a world without rules, a world without any control, where anything is possible. It's such a powerful statement about human potential, about freedom. And it really leaves us with the ultimate question, doesn't it? What would you do in a world where you could be or do absolutely anything?